Hey everybody, I'm Baron Samadi the Alchemist, and I would like to thank you guys for joining me this morning. So today I wanted to talk about my personal experience in collecting graveyard dirt. Now this happened about this happened about I'm gonna say about 14 years ago when I just got started uh, on the spiritual path and learning how to utilize the energies of the universe, uh, both good and not so good. And let me tell you, I did it all wrong. And I know there's a lot of people out here that would do this thing wrong. And I want to tell you what I did wrong and what I had to do to fix it. Well, first of all, only thing I knew about it when I first got into doing magic is only thing I knew about going into a cemetery was okay, you pay the cemetery man when you leave. I didn't ask permission to go in there. I didn't even talk to the person. I didn't even ask permission to get some of the dirt from the grave of the individual that I was taking it from. I was cocky. A couple things I've read in a book without reading the complete book, just skimmed it and okay, I can do that. I got a cemetery up the road, and it went horribly wrong. And so this is how it went wrong. So first thing first, I went to this cemetery where they had a bunch of. It was a war cemetery, where they bury a bunch of wartime vets and everything. I didn't research the grave I was digging from, and I didn't ask permission, nor did I pay anything. I just took a Tupperware bowl with me and a little potting shovel, and I just started digging. I dug down a little deep where I got to the streaked off the light gray sandish dirt, and I got to the soil where it was still kind of moisture, got the little tree roots dark grayish brown. Put it in there, walked away, and paid 9 pennies when I was leaving the cemetery, and I didn't look back. So that's how I did it wrong. So now here's the effect of what I did. Here's how it affected me, I should say. So I went home and I went to my shed in the back of my house. And I was finna do I think I can't remember, but I was finna heck somebody good. I mean, this person did something to me that I was gonna hex in a major way, and I was gonna try my best to attach something to him. This is before I realized that that's bad work. That was bad work. I just had the knowledge, and my intent was awful. It was off. So I took the graveyard dirt and I took it to the shed, and I started mixing different chemicals and oils, and basically I was making hot foot powder, substituting it for something I was gonna hex somebody with. So took the graveyard dirt I took the graveyard dirt to the shed, got me a nice black bowl, plastic bowl, poured it in there, poured the oils in there, a little sulfur, you know, a little gunpowder. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And, I mixed a little spring water with it, made a little mud paste, and I smeared it all over this partition that I had written with the guy's name on it, crisscross. I mean, horrible, horrible method. Took it to the guy and I folded it up small and I threw it in his car window. I knew the guy would. This wow, this is a horrible thing I did. Well, the guy I knew he would never pay attention because he was one of them guys that carry a junky car. Uh, Ergo to the guy's personality. I guess that's what he did to piss me off. To this day, I can't remember the guy's name. I can't remember nothing about the guy. So after I had went and did all that, I threw it in there, and I said an incantation, and I told the spirit, hey, attach yourself to this guy and make his life miserable. I pray that you make his life miserable for a total of 7 years. And I walked away thinking something was done right. So the outcome of that is I developed a fish smell to the back of my hand. I mean, it smelled horrible. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get that smell off of me. I mean, I washed, I bought various soaps, I bought this, I bought that. I went to different spiritual advisors. Hey, man, could you get this smell? And it lasted for about 7 to 8 days. I mean, this is a horrible smell. It got so bad that I would wear long sleeves and I would wrap it up with tissue. I would wrap it up with tissue and everything. And I sprayed cologne and perfume on it to mask the smell, but the smell just kept getting stronger and intense. And it got so bad that even when, I was trying to, hug up on my girl at the time, she like, baby, this don't smell right. And, I didn't want to tell her, this girl that I'm dating, that, okay, I'm into magic, because it was such taboo for 12 to 14 years ago. And I started smelling really bad. So, I washing my hand every 5 minutes, soap, bleach, Comet, scrubbing pad, and I just couldn't get that smell away from me. So finally, I realized some said I had a dream. I had a dream of this thin white guy, dressed in an Air Force naval suit, and he wasn't happy. He was looking at me with the horrible, eyes. It wasn't demonic black eyes. They were horrible eyes. And didn't say nothing. He just was looking at me really bad. And then I kept getting images in my head. Boom, boom. I just kept getting images in my head of his grave, the grave that I had took the dirt from. And I guess he was angry because so he was punishing me. So that being said, I took the remainder of the graveyard dirt I had, because I kept it in a little Tupperware, because I said I was going to use this for various other curses that I was going to do, because I was angry and I thought I was a badass. Okay, so I took it, and I had to go dispose of this stuff the proper way. So I took it to the crossroads, and I paid 9 pennies again, and I dumped the dirt at the crossroads, and I stood there for about 5 to 10 minutes, I can't recall, and I was just apologizing, and I couldn't stop apologizing to this guy for disturbing his grave, and basically insulting him. He didn't want to be disturbed. And us practitioners of magic, when we're starting out, we become so self-righteous. We gotta start paying attention to the spirits. These spirits don't want to be disturbed, and if we do disturb them, we have to pay homage and penance to them. We have to give them gifts and stuff, make them feel good and welcome, and because we entered their home and we disturbed and we knocked around their spot. We disrupted their resting energy. And that smell was so bad that I just could not imagine doing it again. So over the time, like I said, it's been 10 to 12 years. I've gotten a lot better at spell work. I found a nice teacher who taught me, and I've created a couple things, and various books and through meditation, and I learned the proper way through my communication with the spirit. And there's a proper way to do this. There's a lot of videos on YouTube. depicting proper ways of gathering graveyard dirt, to which I think you guys should really listen. If you're a beginner in this thing, I think you guys really should look at those videos, because the last thing you want to do is have that smell, and that smell was horrible. I mean, it's like rotting fish on the back of my wrist, my right wrist at that. And that's what you shake hands with, that's what you write with, that's what you do all your hand gestures with, the majority of the people in the world. So that's how that happened. But again, that was my horrible experience. So I know I talked a little too long. I just want this to be about 5-6 minutes, but it went along a little bit. So again, that was my experience in collecting graveyard dirt, how I did it wrong. I'll be posting another video in a few days on how the proper way to collect graveyard dirt, how to collect it, and the proper ways to utilize it as taught, as it was taught by me, to which I've collected graveyard dirt numerous times over the years, to which I never developed that smell because I did it the proper way. So that's just my personal experience collecting graveyard dirt. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you like it, check out the other videos on my channel. If you like it, subscribe. And if you feel like this video could help somebody, or you just have any questions about it, leave a comment. I welcome it all. I welcome all feedback, because in this community, I don't like using the word witch. I don't like to use the word witch community, but in our mystical occult practice community, we need each other. We learn from each other, and that's what it's about: teaching and evolving each other in this world, in this realm. So again, my name is Baron Samadi the Alchemist, and I thank you guys for tuning in to my channel, to listen to my experience, and I hope you guys learned something, because I did. And just remember, trust the you and universe, because at the end of the day, you all you have. Thank you.